Have you ever wondered what would happen if the Earth was left behind, only for one small robot to hold the last hope of bringing us home? The movie begins on a ruined Earth, abandoned centuries ago. The planet is suffocated by pollution, skyscrapers of garbage, and silence. The only sound is the mechanical whir of a little robot tirelessly at work. His name is Wall-E. Every day he scoops up the endless trash, compacts it into perfect cubes, and stacks them into towers that rise like monuments of failure. Beside him scurries his only companion, a cockroach that never seems to die. But Wall-E is no ordinary machine. Over centuries of solitude, he's grown curious. He collects trinkets from the garbage piles, toys, gadgets, even a lighter that sparks flames. In his tiny shelter, he keeps them safe, alongside an old TV that plays black and white musicals of humans falling in love. Wall-E doesn't fully understand, but he feels something when he watches those scenes, something that makes him long for connection. One day, while compacting trash, Wall-E stumbles upon something extraordinary, a fragile green plant sprouting through the rubble. It's small, but alive. He carefully places it in an old shoe and takes it back to his shelter, tucking it away as if it were treasure. Little does he know, this simple plant could change the fate of humanity. The next day, the ground shakes. The sky roars as a colossal spacecraft descends. Terrified, Wall-E hides while the ship releases a sleek, white probe. She is unlike anything Wall-E has ever seen. Smooth, graceful, and armed with powerful scanners and weapons. Her name is EVE. At first, she blasts everything suspicious in sight, including boulders and even Wall-E's cockroach friend, who somehow survives. Fascinated, Wall-E follows her from a distance. She's on a mission, scanning endlessly, searching for something. Over time, Wall-E builds the courage to approach. He shows her kindness even when she's cold and distant. Slowly, she begins to see he's not a threat. Wall-E introduces himself, and she responds with her name, Eva. From that moment, Wall-E is smitten. A fierce sandstorm approaches, and Wall-E rushes to shelter, dragging Eve with him. Inside his home, he shares his collection of treasures, showing her bubble wrap, a Rubik's Cube, and his favorite movie scenes of humans dancing. For the first time, EVE seems curious, even enchanted. But when Wall-E presents her the small plant, everything changes. The moment she scans it, her system locks up. The plant is sealed inside her, and she goes completely dormant, like a lifeless statue. Wall-E doesn't understand. He tries to revive her, shielding her from storms with umbrellas, carrying her everywhere as though she were still alive. He takes her on walks, shows her sunsets, and holds her hand, though she never responds. His loyalty is unwavering. Then one day, the massive ship returns. A robotic arm reclaims EVE's body, storing her for transport. Determined not to lose her, Wall-E clings to the hull as the ship blasts off into space, leaving Earth behind. For the first time in centuries, Wall-E leaves the planet of garbage and steps into the vast unknown. The journey takes them to the Axiom, a colossal starliner where humanity has lived for 700 years. What Wall-E finds is shocking. Humans so bloated and sedentary, they float in chairs, communicating only through screens, their every need catered by robots. Generations of comfort and laziness have erased their memory of Earth. Wall-E's arrival causes chaos. He stumbles into the humans' lives, accidentally knocking one out of his chair. For the first time in ages, these humans touch the ground, look at each other, and realize there's more to life than their screens. Without knowing it, Wall-E begins to wake humanity from its slumber. Meanwhile, EVE is delivered to the ship's captain. When the captain discovers she returned with evidence of life on Earth, he's stunned. A single plant means humanity can finally go home, but the ship's autopilot, a stern AI named Otto, has other plans. Programmed centuries ago to keep humanity away from Earth, Otto secretly plots to destroy the plant and maintain control of the ship forever. Eve is accused of malfunctioning when the plant vanishes and she's dragged away for repairs. Wall-E follows, refusing to abandon her. Together, they stumble into restricted areas, narrowly escaping security robots, freeing rogue machines, and discovering the truth. Otto has hidden the plant. At one point, Wall-E nearly sacrifices himself when he's locked inside a pod set to self-destruct. With only seconds left before it explodes, he uses a fire extinguisher to blast free, spinning gracefully through space. Eve rescues him, and in a moment of pure joy, the two robots soar together among the stars, dancing in zero gravity, their systems sparking when they touch. If you were Wall-E, risking everything for someone who might not even understand your feelings, what would you do? Tell me in the comments below. But the danger isn't over. With the plant recovered, they race to deliver it to the captain. Otto, however, refuses to allow humanity's return. He locks down the ship, seizes the plant, and even ejects Wall-E and Eve into the garbage disposal. There, crushed among piles of trash, Wall-E is badly damaged. Yet even broken, he clutches the plant, refusing to let go. Eve realizes his bravery and determination run deeper than programming. She rescues him, but Wall-E is weak, his circuits failing. Still, he insists she finish the mission. Earth must be saved, even if he cannot. On the command deck, chaos erupts. The captain faces Otto in a battle of wills. Though frail and barely able to stand, the captain rises from his chair for the first time in his life, fighting to wrest control back from the machine that has ruled humanity for centuries. His defiance proves one thing: humans are not meant to live forever in comfort. They are meant to fight, to struggle, and to grow. As Otto attempts to crush the plant and stop the recolonization, Wall-E throws himself under the massive device, holding it up with his fragile body. The weight crushes his systems, but his sacrifice buys EVE just enough time to place the plant into the ship's detector. With a roar, the Axiom charts a new course, back to Earth. The ship descends, crash landing on the ruined planet. The doors open, and humanity steps onto soil for the first time in 700 years. They are clumsy, weak, and frightened, but free. For them, it's a new beginning. For Wall-E, it may be the end. Eve rushes to repair him, replacing his broken parts, restoring his body. At last, she powers him up. His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't recognize her. His personality, his memories, the little spark that made him more than a machine, all gone. He goes back to compacting trash, mindless, hollow. Desperate, EVE tries everything. She shows him the trinkets he once loved, the dancing, the lighter, the little treasures of his heart. Nothing works. Finally, she does the one thing he had always wanted. She holds his hand. Sparks fly. Wall-E's eyes widen, and slowly, he calls her name. Eva, he remembers. The two robots embrace as humanity begins the long journey of restoring Earth. Together, they plant seeds of life in soil once thought dead. And from the devotion of one lonely machine, the future of an entire species is reborn. So what did you think of Wall-E's journey? Did his loyalty and love inspire you the way it inspired the humans around him? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this recap, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more epic movie stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next adventure. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the smallest spark can reignite the entire world.